looking a little bit like Little Shop, but I'm not sure. I'm hoping that reveals itself. One of the thoughts that I had was like, I was watching, there's this show in Europe called The Curious Case of Benjamin. Yeah. It's fully music. But it's almost like Come From Away, like style. And there's just something about it, like.
So they like really have separated that.
And I like they want to like fun a little bit, but like.
But this is
also,
recorded.
I don't know. Yeah, so maybe that's the vibe.
4 houses later.
I feel like great story. It's CRMs, I feel like theory. That way, like, get in the household together.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. To turn yeah.
Actively.
Thanks for listening to
Yeah.
me.
And also, like, the coach is a character very trying to take care of the actors.
And next time, I will
Yeah,
say it didn't work and I failed.
I'm not turning it over, knowing them.
So I get my sisters. We live in the same house.
Oh, I
We have the
love
same last
that.
name. I can't think of her because she refuses to give up her address. And like, here's another one. They're related. Here they go together.
Wow, that's such an interesting idea.
Absolutely.
You're right, they'll try anything together. Yeah, definitely.
Should I read these since I'm new to
Oh my
it,
god,
or-
thank you. Yes.
You know,
Okay, let's do that.
No, you don't have to.
Share.
If
No,
you're
no,
ready
no,
to
actually,
take it.
Janine, would you mind doing the voice? The
Oh,
phone?
sure.
Just wanted to sing towards the end.
That's it. If I could sort of, just, there's only, that part is only a few times, right?
It's only one part at the end.
The other part at the end. Okay, great, I'll be, okay, so that.
Do you mind reading stage directions?
No.
Thank you. Chip, do you mind being the band leader, what Rafa was doing last week?
Yes, band leader.
Yes, thank you. Is that okay?
Of course.
Do you need do you want to share with her? Is that fine?
That'd be great. Yeah, maybe we can see that.
Yes,
Okay.
we will do that.
Oh, we weren't prepared.
Okay, that is working. This is working. Okay. Thank you all for being here. This is a little bit nerve-wracking, but it's exciting. And you're all here because I admire your work, everybody, in all of the things that you do, and I feel very comfortable. So this is a super safe space. I'm nervous because I'm nervous, but I actually feel very comfortable here, and I'm glad to welcome you all in my house and share this work in progress, but in 4 weeks it will be up. So you have pencils, please feel free to scratch things if you're like this is too long, or you need more here, or the scene, the song, typos, grammar, everything. And then I have specific questions when we're done based on our conversation, just to see if things were actually fixed. We had a reading a few weeks ago and there were a few notes. The music, I have music. These are demos, but they are kind of like 75% what it's gonna sound. I don't wanna say, no, it's gonna be super different. It's gonna sound lo-fi, guitar, acoustic guitar, more layers of guitars, better arrangements, a cello, but it will sound kind of like this. Feel free to share any notes about placement, if it's too long, too short. Hopefully there will be some underscoring at some points. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it work, but if you have suggestions, all of that is welcome. Is there anything else we should?
Can you turn the light on?
And the light on, yes. Wow, we didn't change that. And another light. Oh! I'm not big in the looking close up my face. Blurriness and dark are my friends. Bueno, you have the scripts. I don't need this. This is notes. I will be reading here. Just so that we don't have to read the entire thing, one new thing based on our conversation last week is I'm planning, and again, if it doesn't work, we can talk about it later. Pre-show note. A replica of the wall of envelopes is placed in the theater lobby. Audience members are invited to fill out their own chrono cards before the show and hang them on the replica wall. So, you can read, and we will have a roll.
Wait, do you want me to read it out loud?
Do you want to read the show note, lights dim,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
are you okay? You want to read all the...
No, if I don't need to.
Yeah,
great.
Surprise.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, show note. Lights dim. The device glows on stage. A quiet hum fills the room. From the back of the theater, the songkeeper enters, dragging behind her a long theatrical trail of envelopes, connected like a veil, slinking along the floor. She's holding Song Society pamphlets in one hand, singing directly to the audience, walking through them with amused command.
There's always one single moment right before you wake up. You don't know where you are, how you look, where you stand. You could make yourself up. Enjoy your meals and component. Don't go searching your mind for a second or two. You are free or untrue, but you can help and rewind. So who do you think? Who do you think? Who do you say? Who do you say you are? Before you remember what's lying in the dark. Before you surrender your spark, your question mark. There goes your only opponent. 'Cause once you're out of your bed, now you know where you are, how you look, where you stand. Now you're stuck in your head. Now you're who you think. You're who you think. You're who you say. You're who you say you are. Before you remember what's lying in the dark. Before you surrender your spark, you're a question mark. If you could forget all that, the shadows in the dark, you could ignite and be a spark, be a question mark.
She finishes the song in full command, one hand on the device. The songkeeper turns to the audience. She taps the scanner.
I never unplug her. That's rule number one. Even during daylight savings, heat waves, heartbreaks, she stays on. Always. Hola, Olga. I named her after my grandma, Abuela Olga, the best restorer of Tupperware leaks in all of Buenos Aires. You ready to start the day? No, Olga doesn't talk. She absorbs, like sourdough or skin over 30. My grandma did talk. Boy, did she. Abuela Olga was a character. Like, if a crossword puzzle became a person and started chain smoking, sharp, opinionated. She tried a tan in bed once and loved it more than Simon Cowell. She wore shoulder pads in every decade. She believed in astrology was real, but astronomy a suggestion. She had style, she had flair. She would say, thoughts are like reservoir dogs, perros de la calle. If you don't train them, they'll drag garbage through the living room. So I built a leash. The device, aka Olga. Ta-da! She doesn't give advice. She doesn't fix things. She listens. She logs. She files away. And some of these cards are yours, unless you chickened out. Don't worry, you still have time. Regret is one of the most popular walking. Others were sent by members from Lithuania, London, Loch Ness. Here we call them chrono cards. They're not tarot, not receipts, not permission slips, but somewhere in between. They hold the rogue thoughts that sneak in when you're not looking. Like stubborn loops. Like in class in 8th grade, I raised my hand very confidently and blurted out, Jane Eyre! To the question, who wrote Sense and Sensibility? It still haunts me while in line at Tesco. You know you're doing the dishes and suddenly remember the time you sent a screenshot to the person you were gossiping about? All that goes in here. The device, Olga, is built to archive unprompted feelings, soul sneezes, elusive echoes, the memories that show up at random hours. We adjust the bad timing. We put it in a back drawer. Who needs that clutter? I can't delete all the years I spent with my ex, unfortunately. But I don't need to think about him every time I watch Forrest Gump just because he gave me a box of chocolate once. That's not pattern recognition, that's a flashback with opinions.
She tries to take off her jacket with one hand and holds the scanner with the other. Physical comedy.
So with the help of the device, your chrono cards get filed into B-sides and out into the ether. Poof! No need to worry about telling your cousin that having children is the worst financial decision ever, just as they're pulling the sonogram out of their pocket. I got you. And officially unofficial, bring your own baggage archive for unprovoked flashbacks, emotional congestion, and that one memory that resurfaces while you're defrosting chicken. Welcome to the Song Society. Created to assist members ambushed by emotional deja vu, regret confetti, or phantom plotlines in cereal aisles. We do not erase the past. We relocate it. We put it away, and as the founding songkeeper, I hereby confirm your benefits. One unsolicited emotion archive per session, and unlimited access to the ambient hum of spiritual levity. Side effects may include spontaneous forgiveness and better posture. Proceed accordingly. I don't know what it is, but every time I talk about chrono cards, my hands get all sweaty. Hi, nice to meet you. I'm joking.
She operates the device, and a loop image of the music hands
Musician, sorry, typo, great.
is projected. I'm sorry. I was like that's projected behind her. They communicate via radio
So they
transmission.
will be here. Hola, hola.
Good morning, Songkeeper. Big day today.
I know, 10,000. Can you believe it?
No. When we first started, things were
Slow?
chaotic.
Bueno, it's a startup. And look at us now. What a tight operation we have. We look like,
The Muppets?
I was going for MI6, thank you very much. What, you don't think I could be a secret agent? Is it my Argentinian accent or just my look? Hey, don't judge a book by its cover. You don't know what's underneath this outfit. No, I mean, I mean my skills. Do you ever have to make a noise, like physically out loud, just to interrupt a train of thought? Like when you say something you shouldn't have said, or think of something you don't want to think about, I instinctively go, just to keep it from ruminating in my mind. Try it next time you're in the shower and suddenly remember the time you told a secret that they asked you to keep to the person they wanted you to keep it from. I did. Their face, they look like, how do you know about that? I wanted to fix it and I make it worse. The effect sound has in my brain, that is the whole idea behind the device. What's your chrono card about? No, don't tell me.
She rushes to the wall of envelopes and scans some of them, reacting.
It's this one, I can tell. Beep! Oof, that's a memory with sharp edges. Beep! Oh yeah, I need to be the one making the beeping sound myself for the device to function. It's like sound recognition, like Siri. Beep! Oh, that's an, I can't believe I did that. Classic 3 a.m. brain content. Beep! This is a sexy card. It's yours, isn't it? Hey, we scan and we don't judge. Grandma Olga used to say, agua bajo el puente, water under the bridge. What you remember, you are. What you think, you become. So think what you want to become, and you remember who you are. Yeah, it's too early. But she said it in high heels and sequins, so we all clapped like it was scripture. Grandma Olga was an early email adopter. She snagged olga@hotmail.com. I know email's always been there for you, but for us, it arrived with puberty, awkwardly, and with dial-up. Grandma Olga made us email her family photos. If she didn't like the way she looked, she printed, cut it herself out, and glued in a better version, like a ransom note. The Song Society is a little like that. We cut memories to craft a better version. Sneak. No side effects. Probably. And now, by the power vested in me by Olga, the device, I hereby induct you all in the Song Society. There is no plate, no fancy certificate, but there is sound, a sacred sound. A noise I make when trying to erase a memory using only face and lungs. On the count of 3, we're all going to place our left palm on our forehead while we purge the thoughts that keep us at night, using the internationally unrecognized method, the unholy Everybody, left hand, your forehead, perfect. Uno, we're gonna say ah all together. Uno, dos, tres. Ah! Consider yourselves baptized. Please don't use this power to start a pyramid scheme. People ask if I remember every memory I filed. No. I filed some of my own. If I don't want to hold on to my memories, why would I want to remember yours? This reminds me of another thing Abuela Olga used to say. I talk a lot about her, no? She's the OG. She moved to Argentina alone as a teenager. Total badass. So she used to say, memory is like garlic. A little, chef's kiss. Too much, no one wants you near. And she had this little tune she hummed while cooking. One drop at a time, poco a la vez. Okay, let's do this.
She operates the device and looks at the band leader projection.
Are you all ready on your end?
Tuning of instruments. This serves as an underscore.
We're wired in. So, Songkeeper, what do you want to do today?
The same thing we do every day, Pinky. I mean, band leader. Try to take over the world.
She pulls a lever. Chrono card 9998 is projected on the wall.
Hit it, boys. You see, members send in chrono cards with cases that seem nice and easy. But we never, ever do nothing nice and easy. Especially not today that I'm about to break the 10,000 B-side mark. So, we are gonna take the beginning of this song and do it easy. And we're gonna do the finish rough. I mean loud. This is the way things go at Song Society. Welcome, step right in, bring your case, it will be seen. It's a crowded room, and my song's a room I'll clean. Chrono card number 9998. Enter. Dan Daniels, the CEO of my company, said, "Morning, Jane." I meant to reply, "Morning, Dan," but what I said was, "Morning, Dad." Ah!
Pulls a lever.
Hello, Dad, you meant Dad. There's daddy issues with this man. Now the thought in your brain on repeat, only shake. But I got you. I will not fall away all your pain. Chrono card turned into B-side numbers, so the noise it destroys. You need air to breathe, and my voice it enjoys. Did it not need the noise? I think I started already. Did it not and I fight it away, 'cause today's the day. Memory is melody in the song society, chaos and variety in the song society. Give me your regret. I promise you'll forget it was ever there. Let me free up space, put a smile on your face, 'cause I care. Chrono card number 9999. Enter. Freshman year, my buddy Chris asked me to join his new band. I missed the bus and was replaced. It's been 30 years. I could have been in Coldplay. Ah! In a sky full of stars, one bus delay has led to scars. Now you're not singing yellow. Chris Martin is not your fellow. I'll fix you. I'll wash your jealousy away in the rain. Chrono card turned into B-side number 9999. Enter. Breath in your head is an uphill climb. Store the glue
Text glitch projected on screen. Numbers flicker from 10,000 to 0001, but the songkeeper doesn't see this. Glitch on screen continues. She misses it. Song ends.
Chrono card number 10,000. Enter.
A soft telephone tone sounds in the distance.
Do you hear that? That tone, like it's calling me. But no one can call in here. Maybe it's just my brain complaining that some envelopes have sticky train seat energy. I've always been weird about envelopes. Typewritten, coffee stained, lipstick kissed envelopes, the envelope that held my first paycheck, the one with the last goodbye, manila envelopes for grown-up things, velvet for secret things, invisible ones for things you wish you'd said. Some are padded, some are perfumed, some are so light they feel like hope. They hold souvenirs, mementos, love letters, tax returns, resignation notices. What a range! From the peekaboo window to the RSVP envelope, my favorite is the standard. Brown paper, number 10, classic. While some envelopes are greasy, receipts, doodles, shopping lists, others are heavier. I have one with my mom's handwriting in it, and another one with the eulogy from her funeral. I didn't deliver it, Grandma Olga did. Of course, it was an unorthodox eulogy, part speech, part spoken word. Some envelopes feel like ghosts, like they're holding memories that aren't quite mine anymore. Thoughts from post-goals ago. I've moved a lot over the last 2 decades. Once, 13 moves in 1 year. Another time, 3 moves, 4 continents. Don't ask me how. So I've learned to travel light. Very few, but cute clothes. I can easily get rid of things. I give, donate, and sell. Whatever I can't keep anymore. Moving has turned me into a minimalist, an essentialist, a let-it-goerist. Bueno, not completely imported. That's where I keep postcards, photos, my first movie stuff from when I saw Dumbo, Dumbo. A long time ago with my grandma. I also keep to-do lists. Like yesterday I found an old to-do list from 2006 that reads, buy 1% milk, return the return flight, reorganize memories. I crossed all the milk. And for the past year, these envelopes have held chrono cards sent by Song Society members from all over the world, including yours. I started this to crack the code. No, not a big code. Just a tiny everyday mystery of why I cry in the Boots checkout line when I forget people's birthdays, but I vividly remember everything Abuela Olga ever said. Like what Grandma Olga used to say about memory. How it's like, she said it's like cheese. I just said it, cheese, onions, what was it?
Picture a moment, shrugs, and re-engages with the device, pulls a lever.
One. But leader, next! Big milestone, guys. Are you ready for this?
Ready when you are.
Okay, here we go. Chrono card number 10,000. Enter.
The projection flickers from 10,000 to 0001, but she's not looking, so she misses it again. Soft telephone tone sound.
What is that tone?
She turns around to read the chrono card projection. No case number is displayed.
When I moved out, my mother gave me a blue heart-shaped ring and said, your grandma has had it forever. I'm passing it to you to keep you company until you come back. Less than a month later, I had to pawn it to pay rent. Now I can't look at rings or hearts. Blue heart-shaped ring. I hope this poor soul got a receipt. Ah!
Pulls a lever. Creates it.
Mama! Come on, why aren't you playing?
System is frozen on our end.
Okay, let me try again. Chrono card number 10,000. Enter.
Visual glitch plus telephone tone.
Are you seeing this? I'll try again. Chrono card number 10,000. Enter.
Visual glitch and telephone tone.
Olga. Enter.
Visual glitch.
Enter.
Visual glitch.
Dale, Olga, come on. Enter.
Frantic buttons.
It doesn't seem to be going through.
Oh, you think?
Long tone sound plus mechanical noise. Code text is projected on screen. She reads it out loud.
Error, 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 error. What if it's not the device breaking down, but what if it's me? What are you trying to tell me?
Long tone sound. Suddenly the device glitches and projects random pieces of text, scrolling quickly one after the other. She reads one aloud.
Confirm one-way flight, assemble wall of envelopes, buy 1% milk. These aren't submissions, these are mine.
How should we proceed?
I don't know.
Reboot?
Reboot, that's your plan?
It's a plan.
Turn it off and on? Have you ever restarted that device?
No, you?
No. It's been running non-stop since subscription.
Which was well before I joined. I came in after you published the pamphlet, after you fixed all the typos.
Shopkeeper looks at the desk and pulls a worn booklet.
Sometimes it feels like the more I try to bring order to things, the less orderly they feel.
Finds the pamphlet.
Ah, here it is. The preposterous pamphlet and other policies. It's in the pamphlet. Oh, en el panfleto. These are the rules you must abide by. To say goodbye, bye. Unprompted feelings, please comply. Number 1, todo legal. Whatever you submit must be legal. No crime. If you worry and it's a blurry, try a clergy or a podcast. They have the time. Number 2, muy cortito. You know, think twice, despacito. Short text, tight sentences, mind your words. Unlike sheep, when you sleep, you need one, not hurts. Number 3, FRAME. The frame, the label, that's the key. We name your feeling, we write it down. We got the wheel of emotion from being around. Oh, it's in the pamphlet. Oh, en el panfleto. We're going number 4, boom, 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 boom. What's in your phone? Hey girl, that's your phone. Type song, society.com. Submit your card, do not hate, don't postpone. One last thing, please pay, say yay. PayPal is fine, if pound is the sign. Oh, it's in the pamphlet. Oh, en el panfleto. It's in the pamphlet. Oh, en el panfleto. Oh, Everybody! There we go. The rules are clear. If they're followed correctly, memory meets melody. Enter. It's like Grandma Olga used to say, memory is like, she said, the seasoning is, no, the salt. What did she say? What's going on with me today? See, the entire system falls apart if the device does not function correctly. You are all I care about. If you break down, I don't know who I am without you.
You talking to me?
You're talking to me? No, Robert De Niro, I'm not. Do you know how long I've been working on the device? It's been 84 years. We don't know, but it has taken me 22 attempts to make it work.
She looks out, something shifts, the light changes, she changes. She takes a seat, stage left.
She once tried to archive a sneeze, just to see if it could be done. She knew she was onto something the day she just successfully filed a collective gasp after she pronounced the L in salmon. An Argentinian expert, this overthinker-in-chief traveled the world and the 7 seas in search of a collective that would join the first society for those whose days are routinely ambushed by awkward flashbacks, unresolved plotlines that strike while brushing one's teeth or giving a TED talk. Members follow suit, submitting kilobytes and kilometers worth of RAM, regret anytime memory. And once, though this is heavily disputed, she cobbled a magical apparatus together with knickknacks and artifacts collected across 2 decades and 4 continents. Through formulas and folklore, potions and faith patterns, hymns and hums, she managed to alchemize marble into glass, silk into sandpaper. Call it a downgrade, but she morphed it all into the Song Society's device, henceforth eternally referred to as the device trademark. Like most mysterious odysseys, the device came alive under a full moon, a luna llena. And like most extraordinary moments, the Songkeeper was surrounded by friends and as bit of a slow burning barbecue, asada. It all happened in the southernmost place you could possibly imagine. No, not the asshole. Ushuaia, Tierra del Fuego, Argentina, as close as a city can get to Antarctica, also known as La Tierra del Fin del Mundo, the end of the world. A loud laughter, probably her own, erupted in tandem just as a bolt of lightning struck, causing a widespread power shutdown forever known as the widespread power shutdown. She was having a piece of chocolate when it happened. The teen foil Cadbury wrapper completed the circuit. A cocoa powder combustion that intertwined the one who dreams and the device dreamed into being. It was then that she mastered the peculiar operational hacks that the device needs to exist. First, remove your shoes. The device dislikes soles that have been elsewhere. If your socks are mismatched, that's fine. It prefers contradiction over predictability. But if your socks are both white, apologize to the nearest houseplant. Then approach the device calmly. If you're humming, stop. The device has a sensitive ego and assumes you're mocking it. Touch it gently, not like a doorknob, more like a lever, or so I've heard. It will light up, or sign, or beep, and C sharp. Install a toner. Black and white only. Cyan, magenta, and yellow are reserved for Thursdays. Do not touch the telephone. It only receives, and it has never rung. If it does, answer with, I have a very particular set of skills. The device should be on at all times. If you must reboot it, bring milk chocolate. And the strength of a Scorpio in distress.
She gets up, late shift, reverb off.
Anybody have a Twix or a Kit Kat?
Theater sound engineer with the usher waves and gives her a Snickers.
Oh, how convenient. Gracias.
She places the chocolates wrapper in the device. She grabs two chunky orange cables plugged at the bottom and picks them up.
Olga, we got this. Wish me luck.
She unplugs the orange cables. Mild electric sound while she's holding the cables. The lights flicker. She lets go.
What? What the heck? Did you see that?
Silence. The device is unplugged, but it doesn't seem off. Flickers and projects new chrono card.
How? Guys, chrono card number 0002. 2. I was 12, 1937, Basque country. Winters were so cold that my father would bring the cattle inside to keep us warm. Then famine came. Neighbors spoke of a distant land, wide open fields waiting to be planted. But my dad could only afford one ticket. At the port, he hugged me and put a blue heart-shaped ring in my pocket. I asked, Papa, you'll come later, no? You'll meet me in Buenos Aires? But he never did. Neither did I. This is Grandma Olga's chrono card. She submitted it when I first launched Song Society. Blue heart-shaped ring. That's like chrono card 10,000. What a weird coincidence. Starts pushing some knobs.
She pushes some knobs and multiple chrono cards rotate with the same text. She reads them aloud, her voice growing quieter.
Blue heart. Heart.
She pushes a knob, some text is displayed. The device starts playing a semi-up-tempo song.
Guys, where's that music coming from? Banditer, hey!
She places her hand on the device, she hums and sings.
I know this. It's like a song I forgot I wrote. Blue heart, my mother's blue heart. Her mother's blue heart. We are not Grandma was 12, her feet on a sheep, too young to be sailing. With only a bag, a ring from her dad, a coat and a prayer. She built a new life with drift in her eyes, no time for playing. She never looked back, the ring in her hand reached to the sky. Blue heart, baby.
device rings loudly like a retro telephone.
Eh? No one's ever called here. Is that real?
It rings again.
Should I pick it? Should I pick it up?
It rings again. She looks around, slowly, cautiously answers.
Hola?
Well, that took long enough. Congrats on reaching 10,000. Very circular. Shame about the electrocution.
Who is this?
I'm what happens when memory calls back.
Why now?
The device hiccuped. You built it with 4 digits. It hit 5 and threw a little tantrum, like its creator.
I pulled my own Y2K.
Very millennial of you. And now, the early archives are ringing. Talking about a ring. What happened to yours?
My blue ring? I held on to it for hours at the pawn shop. My hands are sweating like that day. The first night away from home, my backpack got stolen. I felt so stupid. I needed money, I was gonna buy it back, but it was gone in weeks. I couldn't tell my mom. And then she passed in her sleep. She had called so many times. I couldn't pick up. I didn't want to lie or disappoint her. I kept thinking I'd explain in person. See, the device is the best thing I've ever made.
Maybe. But the device echoes what you feed it. It doesn't store truth. Just the version you choose to keep. So why not choose something worth keeping? You file pain, you file purpose.
What purpose?
The best thing you've ever made comes from the moment you want to forget the most. You think you're archiving stories, they seem to be archiving you. What if the real trick isn't forgetting with ease, but remembering on purpose? All right, gotta go. I have a talking toaster on the other line having an existential crisis about crumbs.
Click. Songkeeper's taking all in.
That ring was the last thing that knew all 3 of us. I built a machine to forget one part, but it forgot to ask if I wanted to keep some others. I was away from home when my mother passed, so I didn't get to hold her hand. But at the funeral, I held Grandma Olga's. Abuela kept it together. Not like armor, more like a torch. She wore a black dress with sequins, and her unorthodox eulogy was more like a song.
Circular, loopy, transcendental understory.
Not for loss, but for ripples, so what's gonna happen. She said sometimes the only way to remember someone is one chord at a time. I don't know. Sorry, there's another one that I'm singing so much. She wore a black dress with sequins. She said sometimes the only way to remember someone. She said people stay in us like music in a canyon. The echo is the thought that I think through, the feeling that replacing the loop. The echo is what I hold to be true, even when it's long due. The echo is the mirror it reflects to 3, 4 next things I once knew. The echo does lyrics like a machine. Bueno. And I knew the echo lives in me and in you, from Scotland to Atlanta. But what if what haunts is amused too? What if I were to change the echo's you? 'Cause what I try to file away still through. What if the only way out is through? Good at a time. For a time. And then the song will end, and she will start singing one verse in Spanish, and there's this text in the projection. El eco está en todo lo que sentís, lo triste y lo que supo hacerte feliz. Lo que quedó atrás también quedó aquí. El lejos están en vos, en ella y en mí. Una sola vez. I don't want any of this filed away. Nostalgia, regret, even shame, they're just a reminder that I'm still here. The opposite of feeling isn't peace, it's nothing. Feeling's feeling the gaps between what happened and what I wish had happened, between what was and what remains. I thought archiving would keep the messy pieces from leaking into a clean drawer, but it just left me with an empty one. I thought light luggage meant no baggage. But memory is a hitchhiker. It shows up in envelopes, or in socks, or in a to-do list from 2006 that says, buy 1% milk, return the return flight, reorganize memories.
Here's the wall of envelopes.
If my envelopes are full of souvenirs from parts I want to remember, why did I found a society for what I wanted to forget?
So the orange cable's on the floor.
It's time to plug myself back in. I don't want to die on tour in Scotland. Olga, vamos. Here we go.
Plugs in the flicker extension sound.
Are we back on?
Shakes out the electrical charge.
Olga, can you speak? No, maybe next reboot. Guys, band leader, can you hear me?
Press the buttons.
Hey, Songkeeper, you alright?
See, oh my god, I've never been happier to hear your voice. Although how do I know you're not another hallucination?
Well, there are several theories suggesting reality is
No
a...
mansplaining, por favor, I was being rhetorical.
You weren't rhetorical when we made out at the Christmas party.
Bueno, okay, you're real, I get it. Ah! Let's focus. Turns out I built a device backwards. Storing pain also pushes purpose away. I shouldn't be muting the mess.
Go on, get it all out of your system.
The mess is the music.
Alright, tell me, are you destroying the device?
No, I'm reprogramming it.
So, I still have a job?
If you're open to pivoting our core strategy.
A startup society changing its mission. How Silicon Valley do.
She sits by the device, rewiring and pushing buttons.
No more backbinders full of B-sides. From now on, it's front folders, greatest hits. Let's fill the archive with the stuff we want to hold close, the truths that root for us, the stories that make us us. They're not weight, they're seeds. Let's plant them.
She grabs the pamphlet, reads the fine print on the back.
Studies show that the things we want to forget overpower the things we want to remember. Recent research finds that we fill files with what matters more. Recent research finds that what we fill files with matters more than what we empty them of. Enter.
Songkeeper, what do you want to do today?
Not the same thing. Not file away. I want to purposely remember.
She walks over to stage left to deliver a final postlude in third person.
She felt a sense of purpose she hadn't felt in years. A device built in a post-Buenos Aires haze blinked like it had something new to say. A glitch, possibly exacerbated by melted chocolate and mercury in Gatorade, brought her back to chrono card 0001. And a voice, not hers, brought her back from the maze. It was absurd, it was folk, it was castellano, vino, tango. So she began recalibrating not just the device, but her inner songs, for her journey and those who came before her. The Song Society is under renovation. Walk-ins, welcome. What you remember, you are. What you think, you become. So think what you want to become and remember who you are. Oh, garlic! Memories like garlic! Garlic is good, I want it all! Okay, there's a little bit there. Who do you say? Who do you think? Who do you say? Who do you say? Ah!